Hey guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Evans, and in today's video I want to take a look at the Ronin-S, how to update the firmware on that device. So the Ronin-S, just like any hardware or gimbal or any electronic device, from time to time the manufacturer will release firmware updates, and in most cases these firmware updates will either add on new functionality, improve stability of the device, or maybe fix bugs that have been found in the device. Since the release of the Ronin-S roughly a year ago, there's been so many numerous updates that have been done. Some of these updates include new features being added. Recently, there was a big update that added on some new features for Sony cameras, and my intention is to try out and test out some of these new features. So in this video, I'm just want to go through the steps and the process of getting the firmware update installed on your Ronin-S. So let's get over to the PC, get this started, and see how we can get this done. Okay, so first things first, let's head over to the DJI page for the Ronin-S. And on the page, you will see a whole bunch of stuff. The good thing is that there's a whole bunch of tutorials made by DJI here for the Ronin-S. So if you're new to the Ronin-S, I suggest you go through some of these tutorials, get used to how things work, learn how to operate your DJI Ronin-S, get the basics under your belt, and use this awesome tool to get some nice cinematic footage out of your cameras. What we're interested in on this page though is that when you go down here to the bottom, you're going to see this downloads tab. Once you click on that downloads tab, it's going to bring you to the Ronin-S downloads page. And on the Ronin-S downloads page, if you look on the right hand side, you're going to see a whole bunch of manuals and documentations for the Ronin-S and some of its accessories. But what we're interested in though is on the left hand side, we are interested in the DJI Pro Assistant for Ronin. The current version is version 2.0.2. So go ahead and download the version for your particular OS. In my scenario, I'm on a Windows computer, so I'm going to download the Windows exe here. If you want to, or you're in a slow internet connection, you can also download the zip file and extract it. If you're on a Mac, you have a DMG file down here that you can download and install. So I'm going to go ahead and I will download the Windows exe. Save it over to wherever you can find easily. In my case, I'm going to save it to my desktop. So once the download is completed, double click on the application right here. Alternatively, you can browse to your location where you saved it on your desktop or your downloads folder and double click on the exe. Accept the user account controls dialog box. So click on that to accept the agreement, user agreement as usual. I'm going to install it to the default location. If you want to have a desktop icon created, you can check that box. If you also want a quick link, launch shortcut, then you can also do that. What this is that it creates an icon down here with the DJI Pro Assistant that you can click on. I don't need that, so I'm just going to leave it as is. Go next and install. So once the installer has finished installing the application, go ahead, check the launch DJI Pro Assistant for Ronin. So the application will start automatically once you click finish. So once the application opens the first time, you're going to be greeted with this screen. Take your charging cable, your USB-C cable that comes with the Ronin-S, plug it into the charging port of your Ronin-S. the USB-C port on the front, and plug the other end into your computer. Pro Assistant will detect your Ronin-S automatically. At this point, leave your Ronin-S turned off. The application will still detect it. Once your device is detected, click on the Ronin-S icon that shows up here, the device icon. And it's going to go through the checks. And at the end, it shows you what upgrades are available to you. And as you can see right now, I am on this version that was released in 2018. But if you can see, there's an upgrade 1.8.7.0. You also have the options to downgrade your firmware in case the upgrade didn't work well for you. So I'm going to go up and click on the upgrade button. At this point, it gives you this message that says, check that your computer is connected to the internet. The Ronin-S is powered on. However, you don't have to turn on the top piece of the Ronin-S. Just turn on the power for the battery pack, and that's enough to get you through this update. Click on the Start Update button. Wait a few minutes for the update process to take place. Okay, so now the update process is completed. Click on the back button. Brings you back here. Click on your device icon again. The application is going to do the checks again. And now, as you can see, I have later firmware installed for this Ronin-S. So that's how you get your firmware upgraded for the Ronin-S. It's a pretty straightforward and simple process. If you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to the channel. And let's build a community together. So stay blessed, and as always, keep creating.